a growing number of African teenagers are entering the labor market before completing their education, taking up low-paying and informal jobs that risk locking them out of better-paying opportunities later in life. That is according to a new report. The inaugural Africa Youth Employment Outlook 2026 revealed a worrying shift from work to study, where young people aged between 15 and 17 are joining the workforce prematurely, largely in informal agricultural roles. The Development Policy Research Unit says that early exposure to work, often driven by economic necessity, comes at the expense of completing formal education. The findings come at a time when Africa's youth population continues to expand, even as other regions face demographic decline. Africa's youth population is projected to grow by a record 132 million by the year 2030.
So as a solution, these sector skills committees, we will actually have about 12 of them, so that we sit with them and we get to know from them where there are gaps. And once we get to know where these gaps are, we inform curriculum. So we work with educational institutions so that we can quickly change curriculum and come up with graduates who actually meet their expectations.
Strong, skilled young people are still the biggest likelihood for your economy to move forward. And what is the problem? The problem is that the world is losing 27 million people this decade, young people, if you would exclude Africa. The good news is Africa will add more than 100 million young people, 132 million. So this is the decade where actually Africa adds most, and the decade where the rest of the world loses the first time. The next decade is very similar. So this is a window of 20 years where Africa can help transform the world's labor markets.